Prescription for Healthy Lifestyles wants to help you pave the way to a better life.
Hi, and welcome back into Prescription for Healthy Lifestyles. Well, joining me is Lauren Miller and Clifton Lambreth. Thank you for having us in your lovely home.
It's my honor to have you.
Well, I wish
too.
it was my home.
Well, we might borrow it. You're renting out now?
Absolutely.
I'm glad to be visiting.
Well, we're talking about stress today, and Lauren is the expert. She's the doctor of stress. I flew her all the way in from Colorado just to hang out with you.
I need it. I'm glad you did, Edie.
I know that you do. You know,
no
Lauren,
one's stressed
you wrote
around
a book called 99 Things.
I did. You wish you knew before stressing out. It's prevention. It's stuff you wish you knew before the actual disconnect happens.
And you can see I got it dog-eared.
All right.
Yeah, and so give us 4 tips.
Well, actually, there's 4 things that flare the stress up, and so you can give yourself a little grace when this happens. It's called the HALT. It's when you're hungry, angry, lonely, and tired. So anytime you're hungry,
that's every week
angry,
for me.
lonely, or tired, give yourself some grace. And with the loneliness, it can also be a feeling of disconnect, feeling misunderstood. A lot of frustration flare-ups come from our need to be understood. And if somebody doesn't understand us, then we get that flare-up, emotional flare-up. And so anytime that you do experience that sense of loneliness or disconnect, just an opportunity to go back within, remember who you are, remember that you're cherished, that you're loved, that all things are possible, God is with you, and you are created to be a solution-based thinker. And so to get the biology on board, though, because that's easier said than done, because we have that restriction in the front part of the brain, and so we actually become less intelligent, you can actually do some activities to get the biology back on board.
And what is that?
And there's actually a spot that's located.
You got a spot?
I do this quite a bit throughout the day. These are main circuit breakers that basically help the biology relax around the deer in the headlights freeze. So if you squeeze on this part, it will probably be a little hurtful.
It does?
It's painful. Keep squeezing. It'll increase
That means
the stress.
you need it?
No, it means you need it. So you squeeze it until you feel a release. And then you take a deep breath and go to the other side. And so you're basically recalibrating your system to the outside stressors. Because really, if you break it down, stress is simply the power we give to outside circumstances, what people say or don't say, or what you accomplish or don't accomplish, and the power we give that to define our sense of capability, worth, and value. So it's basically bringing it back in, and then relaxing the biology. You can do this, and as I mentioned before, there's actually...
What are these touching points?
These points, they're all throughout the body. It's the meridian system.
Show Clifton.
So basically, a quick one here is where your arms come and attach to the torso. There's a line of points right here. When you get anxious, what happens is you get restricted breathing. We get anxious, and all of a sudden we can't get air in. And what happens when that happens is that we're not getting as much oxygen in the brain. So we can't come up with creative solutions on our feet, or we can't relax and let our talent come through us. So if you tap on these points, some of them are right here, another set is right across here. You'll naturally do this when you're anxious. When I'm about to public speak, if I'm going out to speak in front of tons of people, I get anxious because I'm worried about what people will think, and I want to bring it back in and say, even though I'm anxious about stepping out on stage, I'm willing to remember I'm here to deliver a message of encouragement. So I choose to return to a place of peace and confidence. So you declare what you want.
Yeah.
You declare what you want while you engage the biology. So you're addressing what's happening physically, which is the deer in the headlights. We know that happens because we've all felt that sense of lack of intelligence. I just couldn't think of a solution on my feet. Well, it's because your brain's shooting all the blood to the back so that you can run.
Okay,
fight,
you got
flight,
one?
and freeze.
You got one you can tell her? Let's do a true story. What's happened to you that you could be doing that would help you out in your day?
Well, I have 3 children, so this, when you have 3 children, the stress just naturally comes.
You have plenty of material.
Well, he's been pacing himself.
Great.
He's got him from 10 to 22.
Yeah.
I sure do. I got
you got good
Matthew, Dan, and Brad.
Yeah.
You know what I've
that's
learned?
A lot of practice as a
I've
parent.
learned about with stress is certainly is in yoga classes that I had started was that mine
Yoga's
to
excellent.
breathe, they go, that
Yeah.
kind of
Well, you do that in
breathing
Taekwondo.
about.
And
Yes.
it's the Kia. And you breathe out quickly because it forces the oxygen
Did
out.
you ever do anything like that in
You
the
take
corporate
a deep,
world? When
deep
you
breath
were,
in.
We hollered a lot.
You
hollered a lot. Sometimes when people were in the room, sometimes when they weren't.
As long as you took the deep breath in between.
But what I want you to teach him is that when we're going through storms in life, and we've
Yeah.
all had tough times, ups and downs. It
Absolutely.
doesn't matter if it's divorce, if it's death, if it's, you know, if you can't write a song, you've got a
Yeah.
block, or you're writing
Writer's
a book.
block. Writer's block,
You know
for
what
sure.
that is I think
brain
that
freeze.
there's a solution that I love what you said about dancing through the storm. You know,
Absolutely, and we both, as advanced cancer conquerors, are storm dancers. And so it's a
Yes.
matter of not fearing the storm and resisting, because whatever you resist persists. It's gaining the skills and techniques so you can dance
and
release
let go.
in the
Did you
midst
know
of the
I'm a
storm.
3-time survivor, and Lauren?
So I'm a one-time survivor, 5
but
years.
she survived divorce and cancer at the same year.
So,
That's a tough year.
so
That's
I've
a
learned
tough
some
year.
good dance moves in the eye of the storm.
All right, all right. Let's
But
do
I'll
it.
tell you,
We're going to have
I'll
our
tell you-
girls
I'll tell
join
you, I'll tell you
us.
what's important to know is
Come on,
anytime
Leanna. Here we
anytime
go,
you
girls.
dance, whistle, laugh, or sing,
All right,
you
what-
distract your mind
Okay.
from
Tell me-
ruminating.
Tell me what you.
So,
okay. What
so the
would
key
you
thing
do?
about dancing
Girls,
therapy or
what's your
shaking
Oh my
therapy
gosh!
Yeah, they got
I don't think I can do that.
is you got to be able to shake it off. Everything in the animal kingdom shakes it off. So when you're dancing, you can shake it off. And you think about what's
Okay.
stressing you
I
out.
have to do this. You know, I kind
and
of
you
date
just shake it
myself.
off.
Come on, come on.
And you make your own music.
Oh,
And then if you clap your
creative.
hands together, those are meridians on your hands. And if
Can
you
you
do it
believe
quickly,
that?
they do this in Korea.
This. Oh my God! If I could move like, Lord, them girls are throwing things. If I throw, I won't get it back.
We want to get a chiropractor back on the show.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Get it going.
We hope that you've
You stomp off the
enjoyed
stress.
our prescription for healthy lifestyles. And we'll see you next week at the same time. So be sure you check us out on our website at rxhealthylife.com.
Shake it off.
Here you go. Be a
Shake it
storm
off.
dancer.